Hello wonderful person, this is Anton, and today we're going to be exploring this unusual phenomenon. This is a supermassive black hole orbited by stars and wormholes. I wanted to see if I can actually create something this strange in Space Engine and see what it would actually look like and essentially what would happen to my game. We're going to run the simulation a few times, we're going to maybe just explore this visually and find out if this is actually going to be a stable system and if my game crashes or not. Anyway, welcome to What the Math. So as you can see, this looks absolutely gorgeous, absolutely incredible. The supermassive black hole Sagittarius A star is right in the middle of the system, and it's surrounded by wormholes and very, very massive, beautiful stars. There's also obviously a very powerful, very large accretion disk around this black hole. So all in all, this is a pretty cool looking system and a pretty cool looking effect. Let's maybe approach some of these wormholes just to see what they look like and to see the kind of effects that they create as we approach them. You can kind of see that some of them create these incredible ripples inside the black hole, or inside the accretion disk, that is. Now, one thing I wanted to mention is that wormholes, as of now, are still theoretical. Black holes we know exist. Wormholes, we don't really know if they exist. Now let's actually, just for now, stay right here and accelerate time a little bit, because I actually want to see how things look as they move as well. So we're going to make our accretion disk spin, and we also are going to make the stars orbit as well. So let's run this a little bit faster and see what happens. So this is wormholes and a black hole in action. And I'm kind of worried about this totally turning into some sort of a software error and crashing my game. But that's okay. And here we go. You can kind of see stars started to orbit. Wormholes are moving around as well. And a lot of really weird, very unusual effects here. So wormholes are practically, at least theoretically, the opposite of black holes. If a black hole, a thing where nothing can escape, even the light, wormholes is pretty much the opposite. Nothing can stay in. So most of these will probably have some kind of other end, though, so-called mouth, where they would probably be coming out of. Or basically, each of these wormholes would have an end. Wow, these effects are incredibly beautiful, though. This is something that I've never seen in Space Engine. Absolutely incredible. Now let's actually approach one of these wormholes and see what it looks like from really close, or maybe even from within. So we're going to approach this right here. And let's stop right here and manually enter inside and try to come out from the other side. I'm really afraid that this is actually going to crash everything. And here we go. Whoa, that was really cool. Whatever just happened, we probably just traveled in time as well. So placing wormholes around a black hole means that they're going to be moving relatively fast around it. And because they're going to be moving fast, entering these wormholes means that you're actually traveling in time as well. As long as the other wormhole on the other end is static and is not moving, traveling through these wormholes is definitely going to be considered to be time travel. There's also stars here. I placed these just for like special effects, essentially, just to make it look even better. But let's actually now approach the black hole and see what it looks like. Oh, whoa, look at that. There's a beautiful star here. See what it looks like from like really the edge of the event horizon. Turns out there's a lot of stars I placed in this simulation. And it's so bright here that I can't even see anything. So it's really, really bright. So we're going to just take a look at the back of this universe, and we're going to slowly enter the black hole and see what happens as you essentially just enter the event horizon. And look at that, this is crazy bright. So this is the universe as it would appear from inside, or just inside the event horizon. A very unusual mosaic of really strange objects. Anyway, so that was kind of interesting. Maybe not as cool as I thought it would be, but cool nonetheless. So this is actually a modified version of Sagittarius A-star. And you can check out the video where I explain how I did all of this later on. And you can check out the video where I actually showed you how to make wormholes. It kind of explains how to do all of this and how to modify both orbits and status and conditions of various stars. Now, the cool thing about this particular simulation is that with the amount of galaxies that there are out there, it's possible that there's at least few supermassive black holes out there that actually have unusual objects orbiting around them. Now, whether it's wormholes is another question. We still have not seen a single wormhole. Even though we've been able to detect black holes, wormholes escaped our detection. One of the explanations for wormholes maybe is that it could be kind of unofficially representative of the dark matter. But that by itself creates a lot of new problems that I'm not even going to be able to answer in this video. So for all we know, wormholes might actually be theoretical, or maybe they're just a type of a black hole. There's actually another explanation for how wormholes might actually just be different types of black holes, or what happens inside the black hole as you enter them. But theoretically, there should be something similar to a black hole, but opposite to it, because that's what Einstein's equation was describing. And for all we know, wormholes do exist. So let's accelerate time even more, and we're going to make things orbit ridiculously fast around this black hole and see what happens visually. Well, anyway, that's all I wanted to show you in this video. I wanted to make this a short video where you get to see this beautiful, incredible effect of wormholes orbiting around a supermassive black hole and give you an idea of what it actually looks like in the space engine. We're going to escape this really slowly and then let these wormholes create this very unusual effect as we escape the system. Thank you so much for watching. Come back tomorrow to learn something else that you might have not known before. And consider subscribing if you still haven't. Share this video with someone who enjoys watching space videos and who wants to learn through video games. And maybe even consider supporting this channel on Patreon. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Space out. And as always, bye bye.